before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, yeah. I had to stop being base. All of my dreams had to chase. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxed me out, I never fit in.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Welcome to another full day of eating. Today we're starting off our first meal of the day with some breakfast tacos. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got this inspiration from How to Beast. If you guys aren't familiar with David, his YouTube channel is probably linked in the description. It's actually pretty dope. There's a lot of fitness content. But he made breakfast tacos in one of his videos, and that gave me a lot of inspiration to do my own. So we're here, calories and macros for this meal are now on the screen. But what I did want to talk to you guys about in this video was why you should not be counting your macros when you're eating, right? Because it just causes unnecessary stress. So we're gonna have our first bite here. Get our first bite, gang, out of the way. Enjoy this breakfast, and then we'll proceed with our full day of eating. You know, so we got our bacon, our egg and egg whites. I am missing like peppers and onions and stuff. I wish I had that, but unfortunately not at home at the moment, but we will make do with what we have. All right, cheers, guys. This is a great breakfast taco. Wow. I'm gonna enjoy this and I'll catch you guys in a second. The first reason why I stopped counting my macros is because it added way too much stress to the daily process of dieting. When you focus on hitting your protein, your carb, and your fat goal on a daily basis, you become obsessed with hitting these numbers. You become obsessed with making sure you hit your macros. And if you overeat, you're beating yourself up. And if you undereat, you just feel like you should have ate more, and you just start beating yourself up more and more. And it creates this vicious cycle of having an unhealthy relationship with food. And I just completely disagree with that approach now. And what I've personally been doing has been hitting a caloric count on a daily basis to make sure I remain in a caloric deficit, but also focus on hitting my protein goal. So yes, I am still counting my protein macro, and that means hitting at least 1 gram per body weight. So for me personally, that means hitting about 175 to 180 grams of protein on a daily basis. But since I transitioned to that, dieting has become much easier. I have a much better relationship with food, and I can eat more freely and not worry about like, oh, this is not macro friendly or that's not macro friendly. It's now like, you know what? If I want to eat pasta today, I can eat pasta. If I want to eat pizza, I can eat pizza. And I'm no longer beating myself up on eating things I'm not supposed to because it doesn't fit my macros. No, not yet. Can I have the turkey bacon and cheddar sandwich, please?
Anything else?
And also a grande iced coffee with 2 stevia, please.
Okay.
And that's it. Thank you. Usually have to put the car into gear. That's how it works. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. So today we opted to go for some iced coffee. Now that the weather is starting to get nicer, starting to get hot out, I want something a little more refreshing, a little more cooler, and iced coffee is perfect. And instead of having an espresso, which has been going great, by the way, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, sometimes I just enjoy myself a nice little iced coffee. I step out, enjoy the nice weather, and have myself a nice little Starbucks, you know? But before we actually head inside, and before we get into the next meal, I'm asking you guys just to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys inside for our second meal prior to us working out and hopefully running, depending on the weather. It's drizzling, but if it's drizzling, who cares? We'll go out for a run. So I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, so what's going on, guys? So I was gonna have my next meal closer to like 5 o'clock-ish before I went on my run, but honestly I was extremely full and my appetite kind of got suppressed by the coffee, and so I decided to just kind of skip this meal for now and eat as a post-workout, and then probably eat another meal prior to my like before I start fasting and stuff like that. So we are gonna go on our 3-mile run. We have a 3-mile run scheduled today, and then we're probably gonna do a little circuit back at home, pull-ups, push-ups, the circuit training that I've been talking about, that I've been implementing into my training. And so we're gonna get on a run, and I'll catch you guys in a few. So a 3-mile run is complete. We did it at 7 minutes and 30 seconds for a time of 22 minutes and 34 seconds, I believe, which is, it's not bad for a 3-mile run. It's supposed to be an easy run, but honestly, I have like a lot of adrenaline in me. I have a lot of anxiety in me, so running helps me get that out. So we are about like a mile away from home, or actually less, maybe half a mile. So we're gonna walk this out, go back home, do our circuit, and then get our next meal, because now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. So the second reason that I stopped counting my macros was because I found myself severely under eating. When I was counting my macros, I typically hit anywhere between, I believe, 1,700 to 2,000 calories. And now what I'm doing is I'm hitting 2,300 calories, and I've lost significantly more weight now counting my calories and focusing on protein than when I was counting my macros. Not only was I severely under eating, but I was always stressed out about making sure I hit every single macro count, as I mentioned earlier. Ultimately, I saw less improvement. I saw less of a weight loss when I was counting my macros because I was just severely under eating. My body went into deprivation mode, and at a certain point, you hit a plateau, you hit a wall, and the only thing that you can do at that point is pull more food or do more calories, burn more calories. And what are you supposed to do at that point when you're already not eating a lot? You're eating only 1,700 calories. What am I supposed to do? Eat 1,500 calories? At that point, it's just not sustainable. It's not good for you. And so that's another reason why I actually stopped counting my macros. I just was not eating enough. But as you guys will notice, I am having myself a glass of chocolate milk. I did technically miss my second meal of the day. Unfortunately, just I guess timing, and I had a very hectic day due to work, so unfortunately I didn't have my second meal, but we're gonna try to compensate for that missed calories in another meal, which we're gonna start cooking with Opie pretty soon. But that's okay. Not every day is gonna be the same. Not every day and not any diet is gonna be linear. You're gonna have days where you eat more, you eat less, and that's perfectly okay. That's part of the weight loss journey. That's part of your journey as somebody who is dieting. You're gonna have days that you're gonna be, I guess, inconsistent, right? Where you're gonna maybe have a little bit too much calories, maybe you're gonna have less calories, but it's okay as long as you always stay on track, you stay consistent about 80% of the time, because ultimately they're gonna have days that you deviate. You're gonna have days that, you know, maybe you have a birthday, you're gonna have some birthday cake, or you're gonna do whatever you need to do, go out to drink, whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm gonna try to compensate for my calories in other ways, but we'll figure it out.
She say I'm a triple, honey, welcome to Trivago. Tell me who you know, who is you tripping for a follow? Ball in the air like Showtime at the Apollo. Puffing up your chest, the next thing you know is hollow. But well, hello, I've been swinging like some jello. If God wanted a fun guy, he get some portobello. So I guess I need some grease up on my elbow. Yeah, but now my light turned yellow, and I've been looking for a cheat code. Life don't come in a neat bowl, bringing the receipt home. But we know that. Keep your head up and your seat pulled back. How do people see you that can burden a man? 22 years on a personal brand. No. Yeah. I told you, how do people see you that can burden a man? 22 years on a personal brand.
So dinner is served. We have 2 pieces of chicken drumsticks, some sweet potatoes, and then of course the infamous cauliflower and green beans with some Parmesan cheese. This is not my wine spritzer, I promise. But as you guys will notice, that is a larger meal than I would typically have for dinner, just because of course we missed the earlier meal in the day. We still have some calories left for the rest of the day, so I'm gonna probably compensate it for maybe with some dessert, or I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. But we're gonna enjoy that, watch some TV, and then we'll go over the last point about why you shouldn't be counting your macros. So now that dinner is finished, I want to show you guys what I'm having for dessert. And I was opting between having Halo Top or the cookies that Opie made. But because we had the space for it, because we had the calories for it, I am having myself M&M cookies. And I had 3 of them. You only see one because I had 2 of them already. But that's the little thing. That's the third reason as to why I stopped counting my macros. The little things like this where it allows me to have a healthy relationship with food. And I preach this all the time on my channel, is that you should be working towards building a healthy relationship with food. As long as you are in a caloric deficit, you're gonna lose weight one way or another. But sometimes you can also lose weight enjoying the foods that you eat, whether it's having that slice of pizza, whether it's eating some ice cream or maybe a cookie. If you have those things in moderation, that's all right. If you force yourself to eat the foods that you don't want to eat, maybe it's grilled chicken and broccoli and rice every single day, 5 times a day, will you lose weight? Of course, you're still gonna be in a caloric deficit. Are you gonna be happy doing it? Probably not. And ultimately what happens is, once you get that urge to eat something sweet or have that slice of pizza, you break and you binge and you just kind of go down this negative path of just eating everything in sight because you just haven't been able to enjoy the things that you wanted to enjoy while you're losing weight. But that's what I want to leave you guys with, is that the fact is that you guys have to build a healthy relationship with food. It's not about simply just eating chicken and broccoli every single day to get shredded. Do we want to lose weight? Do we want to lose body fat percentages? Of course. But as you naturally lose weight, you're going to start losing body fat percentages and you're going to slowly get leaner and leaner. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I don't want the people watching this to misinterpret this as like you shouldn't be counting your macros at all or you shouldn't be weighing out your food. I still weigh out my food. Why? Because I want to make sure I have proper portion control. I want to make sure that I'm eating what I'm supposed to. I'm not overfeeding myself. But now I worry less about the minute portions of it. I'm not worrying about how much carbs I eat in one day, how much fats I eat in one day. Now I'm just worried about making sure that I remain in caloric deficit and I hit my protein. And it's honestly the happiest I've been in terms of eating, and I'm also seeing the most results now that I've been doing it. So that's what I want to leave you guys with. I do hope you guys at least consider the fact that you should maybe just focus more on being in a caloric deficit, focus on hitting your protein, and not worry too much about counting your macros or doing flexible dieting or if it fits your macros. Those things work great, and I think there's a time and place for everybody to do that, and if it works for you, great. Follow what works for you. I'm just telling you what works for me and what I've seen the most results in. But that is going to be a wrap for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. And now to eat this last cookie. Love it.
Mother lover, you gon' love this. Graduated from a rebel to a revolutionary in my area, they love this. I'm a wreck it like I'm revving the engine, heaven's ascension, every dimension, give me attention. Look at my soul, look at my heart, look at my hope. Got the world on my back, but I carry it though. Tell them God got my hand, I ain't